What's going on, my trainer club? Today we're going to check out the Deoxys counter guide in Pokemon Go because we have the new shiny coming out for the Enigma week. So welcome to the trainer club. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, how did you do on your shiny Rayquaza? Did you guys get after it? Were you excited? Did you get the shiny? Did you get a hundo? What is your feedback from the first Raid Boss shiny that has been released? Because now we are moving into Deoxys. Normal form only, actually. So the original release, I did say that there was all four forms. Actually, the only one being released is going to be the normal form this time. We did have a little bit of overhype excitement from some of the reporting agencies that we do follow that put all of the shinies in there. So we're only getting the normal form, but still, it's a new shiny mythical Pokemon in Pokemon Go. Deoxys, you cannot trade as of right now. They have not allowed you to be able to trade it, so you have to raid for it in order to get it. So the only way to get this shiny is going to be to catch it for yourself. So today, what we're gonna do is go over every single counter guide, the 100% IVs, and everything you need to know about Deoxys in Pokemon Go to make sure you can beat it, take it down, and catch it as well. So here we go. It's going to go for 1 week, from the 7th all the way to the 14th at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern time, for a total of 7 days. So guys, this is definitely gonna be a Pokemon that you're gonna wanna raid for to get the shiny. And to be quite honest with you guys, beyond the shiny, it is not super useful. Yes, it does have an extremely high attack stat, but beyond that, it's not very useful. The most useful one of all four is gonna be the defense form for PvP purposes. So Deoxys has an attack value of 345, a defense of 115, and a stamina of 137, which means how many players are we gonna need to take this Pokemon down? A total of 2. So guys, it's definitely gonna be a little bit more challenging. You're gonna need to have some of the maxed out counters that we are going to cover, but it is definitely possible. So Deoxys is an all psychic type Pokemon, meaning it's going to be weak to 3 things, which are going to include Dark, Ghost, and Bug. And if you guys are super familiar, you guys are gonna know what those counters are, but we will rank what are gonna be the best and what's gonna help you the fastest to be able to do it. If you so choose, you're definitely gonna have to be a level 40 trainer. Additionally, it's going to be resistant to 2 things, which is going to include fighting as well as psychic. So then moving onward, we do want us to know what the 100% IVs are. So for level 20, everything except one condition, which is gonna be windy. The level 20 100% IV is going to be 1806. Then, if we do get windy weather, because Psychic is boosted in the windy weather, we are going to have the Deoxys to be able to caught all the way at the level 25 at 2257. So those are the 200% IVs to look out for. And then moving onward, we do want to check out what moves is Deoxys going to get. So as far as the quick moves, it's going to get Charge Beam and Zen Headbutt. So the Psychic is actually not going to be resisted by Ghost type Pokemon. So anything that is Psychic is going to hit the Ghost type Pokemon neutral. But if we are using a Dark type Pokemon, the Dark typing is going to be double resistant to Psychic, as is Darkrai, which is definitely beneficial for the longevity of our Pokemon. And then moving on for the charge moves, we have Hyper Beam, Zap Cannon, and Psycho Boost. So we have another Electric, a Psychic, and a normal type move. Since this Pokemon does have a high attack stat, it's probably gonna hit pretty hard with these specials. And since normal is a relatively neutral move to a lot of Pokemon and Hyper Beam is pretty powerful, it's probably gonna do a decent amount of damage to a lot of your Pokemon. Now with all the weaknesses, the strengths, the movesets, the 100% IVs covered, we are now gonna get into the counters. So starting off, we're gonna look at one page of the counters. Big shout out to Pokebattler for putting together all of these counters and Pokemon Go Hub for providing all of the information as far as the stats and stuff like that go. So, if we do want to check out the #1 counter, including Shadow Pokemon, we are looking at Tyranitar with the Bite and the Crunch combination. It's going to be able to take down the Deoxys in 410 seconds. So 410 seconds is going to be the fastest one possible. And then the other Shadow Pokemon that is out there is going to be the Weavile. Weavile is going to be Snarl and Foul Play. However, this Pokemon is going to have 27 deaths, so probably not in your best interest for around 430 seconds. So if we move away from the Shadow type Pokemon, because a lot of us don't have maxed out, we're going to check out the normal type Pokemon. Starting in the #1 counter, guess what we have? One of my favorite Pokemon, does work in the Master League. We have the Giratina Origin form. So Giratina Origin form with the Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball combination is an absolute tank monster. It's gonna have 13 deaths and it's gonna take 444 seconds to be able to take down this Pokemon. However, it is going to be resistant to Electric and it's gonna be neutral to Psychic. So may get hit a little bit harder, but it also is definitely going to do a lot of damage. That's why it sits in the #1 counter spot. And then next we do have Chandelure with Hex and Shadow Ball, 433 seconds. However, this Pokemon does die quite a bit more with 25 deaths. So do be careful using the Chandelure, it's gonna get hit pretty hard. And then we have probably one of my favorite dark type Pokemon is going to be Darkrai with Snarl and Dark Pulse combination. The cool thing about this Pokemon is it's going to be double resistant to Psychic. However, it's slightly glassy, but the attack value is so incredibly high. It has 439 seconds to take it down, which is a couple seconds below the Giratina at the #1, but it does die a whole lot more at 25. In counter #4, we have Hydreigon with Bite and Dark Pulse. So for anybody out there that has hatched a dino, maybe you'll see something cool in my next vlog. You can definitely use that Pokemon. And then we have regular Tyranitar in counter #5 with Bite and Crunch combination. And then we have Mewtwo with Psycho Cut and Shadow Ball combination. Cool thing about Mewtwo is it does resist Psychic, and it is not going to be weak to any of the other moves. In counter #7, we have Genesect with Fury Cutter and X Scissor. Genesect is going to be the next week raid boss, so we probably shouldn't power one of these guys up because it's in counter #7, and we're going to be able to get the shiny potential and potentially raid for some 100% IVs. Counter #8, we do have Weavile with Snarl and Foul Play. So this Pokemon is cool because it is dark, so it's going to be resisting that Psychic, but it definitely is glassier, so it's going to die a whole lot more with that high attack value from the Deoxys. In counter #9, we have Gengar with Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball. Guys, be careful with the Gengar. It is weak to Psychic, and it's a glassy Pokemon. It's pretty much like the kind of ghost form of the Deoxys. High attack, lower defense and stamina. It's gonna die over 40 times when taking down this Pokemon. So all of the big gung-ho Gengar fans out there, you could use it, but definitely be careful using this Pokemon. And then in counter #10, we have Regigigas with the hidden power in the ghost form and the Giga Impact. I like this Pokemon because how powerful it is with its Giga Impact, and if it does get the appropriate hidden power move. The one thing downside about the hidden power move is it has to get that move. You can't get multiple to switch between the hidden power moves. Once a hidden power gets locked to the Regigigas, it is stuck at that point. And then we have Scissor with Fury Cutter and X Scissor, followed by Bayonet with Shadow Claw, Shadow Ball combination. We're now getting down on the list, guys. There's plenty of Pokemon up top, but I'm gonna give you a couple more counters before we start moving on to the weather, just in case you do need some budget counters that maybe you don't have enough candy or good enough ones of the top tiers to power up yet. In 13, we have Absol with Snarl and Dark Pulse, and then in 14, we have Reshiram with the Fire Fang and the Crunch combination. In 15, we have Excavalier with Bug Bite and Megahorn, followed by, in counter #16, Miss Magius with Hex and Shadow Ball. So guys, that's as far down as I'm gonna go. If you guys do wanna check out any of the other counters, please do feel free to pause here. Definitely take into account the amount of deaths you're gonna have, as well as taking into account how much time to win as well, especially if you're looking for a duo. If you guys are looking for that duo, you're gonna have to be a level 40 trainer. You're gonna have not just level 40 trainer, but maxed out guys as well to be able to take this Pokemon down and sustain that much damage over the entire time frame to be able to make sure. So guys, if you haven't checked out that Pokebattler app and you are thinking about duoing it and you are sitting on the edge, it is a great resource in order for you guys to check it out, Pokebattler.com, to go ahead and get the free app for you guys to go ahead and invite a friend to make sure you can take down that Pokemon. And now moving onwards, how does weather conditions affect catching and fighting against the Deoxys in Pokemon Go? Guys, do remember we have the shiny out. That's what's most important. #1, as far as this Pokemon, we definitely are not going to be affected by the sunny weather. In the partly cloudy weather, we do have Rock as well as Normal. So Normal is going to boost the Hyper Beam of the Deoxys. It's also going to boost the Regigigas, but beyond that, it's not boosting too much. But under this condition, Hyper Beam, it's definitely going to hit pretty hard, pretty neutral to most of these Pokemon. As far as the cloudy weather, which is going to have no effect, then if we move onwards, we do have two conditions that are going to affect it. We do have rainy weather. Rainy weather is going to boost all of our bug type counters. It's also going to boost all of the moves of the Deoxys that are going to be electric. So electric moves are going to hit pretty hard during this time. Then if we move onward, we have foggy weather. Foggy weather is going to help boost all of our dark and ghost type counters. So foggy weather is for certainly going to help you guys duo this Pokemon even better, especially if you have that best friend boost with maxed out level Pokemon. And then we have snowy weather, which is going to boost ice and steel type Pokemon. Not really going to have an effect because although we have some steel Pokemon in here, the steel type moves are not going to be effective against this Deoxys. But more importantly, we now have the windy weather. Windy weather is going to boost all of these psychic type Pokemon. So Deoxys is going to get boosted up. It's going to boost all of these psychic type moves. So any Pokemon that is neutral, so virtually every Pokemon that virtually is not a dark type, this is going to be problematic for you because the ghosts are going to be hit pretty neutral from the psychic, so the Giratina origin form is going to get taken down faster, as well as the Gengar that is going to be weak to psychic, problematic if the Deoxys is going to have that move. So what is the goal of the Deoxys in Pokemon Go? Guys, definitely try to get the shiny because you can't trade for it. But more importantly, do not overlook this Pokemon because, guys, we can get the Deoxys and guess what we can do with it? Use it as candy because if we do want a defense form at some point when it comes out in the future, all Deoxys candy is going to be Deoxys candy. So why not use this Deoxys form to start stocking up on candy as a bonus in addition to getting a shiny that you potentially may want, and you can fully maximize on that even though this Pokemon is very attack heavy, very glassy, probably wouldn't power it up, but that's where we're sitting. So guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you guys for being here. Definitely stay tuned to all my social medias to get the raid counter guide graphic and all of the shortcuts to the CPs and the best Pokemon at the Trainer Club with 2 Bs for everything except Facebook, which is 1 B. So thank you guys for being here. Likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members. Everybody takes your support, subscription, and participation to the next level. I'm gonna see you guys out on the next video. Peace. I just want to take a moment and sincerely thank all of my Patreon members, everybody that has taken their subscription to the next level and chosen to support me on this platform. I greatly appreciate you guys. As a growing channel and really trying to grow and improve as much as I possibly can, I really appreciate the extra support. You guys mean the absolute world to me. I cannot wait to connect with you soon, and I appreciate you guys all for being a part of the Trainer Club. I will see you guys out on the next video.